Okay, so now we've had Godzilla vs. Kong, but what's next? Okay, listen here. Imagine Kong, Godzilla, Power Rangers Megazord, Pacific Rim Jaegers. You know what? I'm sold. Take my money. This is all the money I have. Take it. Take my money. Actually, no, I need that back. I graduated into a pandemic. I'm in tons of debt.
Godzilla.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Time for another episode of Luke's Reviews, and on today's video it is the fight of the century. Just probably not in cinemas, or at least not in the UK. You're gonna have to watch it on your TV instead. This is my review for Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, the plot of GVK is quite simple. Godzilla, at the end of his last movie, declared himself king of the Titans, but he seems to have turned on the humans. Therefore, we look to Kong, another Alpha Titan, to attempt to put Godzilla in his place. Right, let's get the negatives out of the way first, shall we? And it shouldn't come as much of a shock. The human characters in this film are terrible. They are so poorly written, and you do not give one iota of a shit about them. Alexander Skarsgård and Rebecca Hall play these professors who are meant to have somewhat of an understanding about Kong, and yet they suddenly get these military leadership-like roles. Millie Bobby Brown's character is on some sort of investigative mission with Brian Tyree Henry's character and Julian Dennison in tow. Neither of these stories are compelling, much of it makes very little sense, but truth be told, you don't go in to Godzilla vs. Kong expecting well-developed characters and original stories. I mean, if they did have that, hey, that's a bonus. But if you go into this film with that mindset, that's like going into a Fast and Furious film expecting the rules of physics to be obeyed. That being said, I thought that the humans in Godzilla King of the Monsters, which came out in 2019, I thought they were used appropriately in that they didn't take up the focus of the film. But here, I do think that especially in the first two acts, they kind of outstay their welcome. And I did find myself really aching for Godzilla and Kong to finally come face to face and, well, f*** shit up. Thankfully, director Adam Wingard knows this too. And so, even though the humans are a bit too prominent for my liking, when it is time for Godzilla and King Kong to go hell for leather, wow! I can assure you that whether you are going to the cinema to see this or you're having to rent it at home, you are certainly getting your money's worth. And trust me, it is so much better than the last time that these two characters came face to face. I'm Team Godzilla all the way, but I do reckon that both sides of this debate will be immensely happy with the fight and the outcome as well. There is a definitive winner in this fight, but like I said, I think both teams will be immensely satisfied by the outcome. And when these two titans are throwing down, Wingard does the best thing possible and just leaves them to it. We aren't cutting back to the humans to see what they're up to. We get to witness the loud, explosive action completely unbroken, and it's just a ridiculous delight. The third act in particular, I'd say it's about 20 to 25 minutes of absolute chaos and carnage, exactly why you come to see this movie. Out of the two titans, Kong definitely gets more to do in terms of story. Godzilla primarily just shows up for the fights, whereas Kong, like I said, gets somewhat of an arc about his character. But I also don't really know what now lies in store for the Monsterverse. I don't know where they can go from here. At the end of the day, yeah, the human characters and overall story is pretty naff. And I do think they needlessly overpopulate the first hour. But if, like most people, you go into this film wanting to see a giant radioactive lizard and a giant monkey beat the living crap out of each other, then you'd be hard pushed not to get a kick out of this. Best comparison I can give is like a rock concert. You show up, the warm-up act is on, and they go on for way too long, they're pretty out of tune, and it's just not that entertaining. But as soon as the main attractions step out on stage, the entire stadium explodes, and you are having a blast. So overall, I'm going to give Godzilla vs. Kong a 7.5 out of 10. Anyway guys, those were my thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong. Let me know, have you had the chance to see the film yet? What do you think? Are you Team Godzilla or are you Team Kong? Let's have a very friendly debate in the comments below. Also, stay tuned to this channel because I will be releasing my Monsterverse rank video where I take all the films in the Monsterverse and I rank them from best to worst. So please click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you ever so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.